check and I blew it.
Come on, cows, come on.
Well, I was in it for the thrill. I always said the devil made me do it.
So what's up, everyone? This is Ryan from Freedom Foods Farm, and it's a windy, almost stormy day. We have a storm blowing in, so I hope you guys can hear me. But today, what I'm going to show you is how we're building soil, because we've seen a big change, and this is the start of our third season here on the farm. So we've been here 2 years. It's the start of season number 3, and I gotta show you the difference. We just moved the cows over here into this paddock, and you can see the difference. This is crazy. Look how much they ate down, and look at how much they trampled. Look at this. Look over here. You can see all this. This is not wasted grass. This is not wasted grass at all. What this is this is carbon. Okay, let me find a weed. Okay, oh, right here. Here's a weed. Okay, this here, this is a, no, they ate that a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna eat that much of it. But here, right here, this is a buttercup. This is a weed. Okay. Some people say, oh, you got to get that stuff out of your pastures, you got to spray it. No, you don't. What you got to do is you got to be able to do that and have the cows trample it. Why? Because that's not a weed, that's carbon. When you combine carbon with nitrogen in the form of manure there, you get soil, you get compost, you get, look down here, see, like this? Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, I know I'm digging through cow poop, but you know what? It's okay. I just had a cow poop on me. Look down here. Look at what's going on inside here. Look, there's beetles. Let's see, it's wet, but you can see there's life going on in here. Look at all the roly-polies. I don't know what those are called, but we call them roly-polies where I'm from. And if you just dig down here, you can see there's a ton of them. Around here, there used to be no roly-polies, because the first time we were here, I dug through a manure pat like that, and there was no roly-polies anywhere. And I know for a fact that this farm used to get sprayed pretty heavily with like Graze On or something to get rid of the goat weed. But what you do when you do that is, you know, sure, it's safe for cows, whatever, and it's safe for us to eat cows that have eaten that stuff. But what it does, it kills your soil. It kills your soil life. Here's another old manure pat right here, and let me see if I can dig this up enough. Look, you can see, look at all the beetles. Look at all the roly-polies down there. Look at that. They're going to town on it. I did this when we first got here, and there was nothing. In the old cow's manure path, there was nothing. And what they're doing is they're turning this right here, this is old cow manure, into new soil. Now, you'll see right around here that's still grown up, because the cows don't eat, they don't like to eat right next to their old manure pads. They'll let that grow up, and probably the second rotation around, that's when they'll probably eat this. So they'll eat this down, this will turn to soil, more grass will grow up through there. And then that right there, a little bit runny, but this is a really high in protein paddock. It's okay. What will happen is the grass will grow up around there. They won't eat that, they'll let that rust, have it grow up, and the same pattern continues. After the second rotation around, they'd probably eat that, but there'd be a manure pat right over here or whatever. So look at this. This right here is the future soil of our farm. It's already coming that way. You can see. I don't know. Look, I don't want to get. Look, there's worms. There's roly-polies. There's everything devouring this. All the microbes going to town on this stuff. And I wish I could show you a manure pat from 2 rotations ago, but I can't. Why? Because they're gone. The ground ate them. The bugs ate them, turned them into soil. When we first got out here, some of the old manure pats were here for 6 to 8 months. Why? Because, you know, it'd be like this. It'd look like that for 6 to 8 months, and nothing would grow around it. Nothing would eat it. Why? It's full of chemicals, wormers, antibiotics, whatever. And, you know, if you do that, the ground isn't going to want to eat it. But look at the difference in this paddock. You can see where all the old manure spots were. And it's pretty cool to see, because it's pretty evenly spread out throughout the paddock. Look at this. They ate down almost everything, but they left enough to where in a, probably it's going to be at least 45 to 60 days before we're back here, this is going to grow up like that again. Sure, over here we have a tiny bit of a little buttercup problem, but hopefully these guys will trample most of it, and if not, what I can do is I can just come behind them and mow it. Huh, a girl. Okay, you want to see how long this grass is? Here's a good example right here. Okay, look at this. Can you find the calves? Can you find the calves? There's two calves that I'm pointing at right now. 1, 2. That's how long our grass is. You happy, boy? You happy, boy? Yeah, you are. Look at all that clover. Look at all that vetch. Look at all the ryegrass. Look at all the, I don't even know what else is in there that he's eating on. You think they're happy? Oh yeah. Now why is this stuff right here, clover? There's a bunch of different types. This is just the type that we have a lot of in this paddock. Why is this stuff so important? No, we're not looking for 4 leaves, but we're looking for, let's see, I didn't get it by the root, but I'm not going to dig up really any of them. But on the roots, if I was able to get the whole one that I broke off right there, you'll see little nodules along the roots. No, it's too small. And what those nodules are, with clover and with, where is it at? Let's see if we can find some vetch. It looks like a fern. We'll find it in a second. But here, the clover, what it does is the nodules, they're nitrogen. They fix nitrogen. Those are little nitrogen nodules that they put into the ground. They put those into the ground, and when a cow comes and they eat that much of a clover, okay, that much of roots proportionally will die off, and that nitrogen will get released into the soil. When the nitrogen is released into the soil, it helps other plants around it grow up. Here, I found some here. This is a little bit of vetch here. See, and then I'm not 100% sure what these might be, the little seed pods. I think this is vetch. I'm not, okay, actually I'm like 95% sure. The seed pods are making me wonder, but I think this is hairy vetch. And these seed pods here, what they do, it's kind of like a pea or a bean or a soybean. What happens here is they're doing the same thing as the clover, and they're fixing nitrogen. And this vetch is great because they can't bloat on this. So here, there's a lot of clover, and it can get to a cause of concern to where they can bloat, which not a good thing because that can kill them. But I am a big fan of this vetch, and so are the cows. You can see, look, this is going to seed. This is going to seed. In a normal operation, cows would come back and eat on this, maybe not right away, but in a couple days, they'd eat it down, eat it down, eat it down, and these seeds would never have a chance to go into the ground and spread and come up again next year and just make our pastures better. So this right here, this is not wasted grass. This is our future soil. This all right here, the cows aren't going to come back and eat this because they're not going to have time to. This is going to go down, this is going to compost, and next thing you know, all this grass here is going to be just another layer of soil. We're just adding on and adding on and adding on. So we're building and building and building, along with the manure, along with the nitrogen fixers, helping more grass grow up. So that's how we're doing it here. Look, here, this might be actually one from 2 rotations ago. It seems real old. But this right here, look at that. That's not poop anymore. That is 100% nice compost. If you planted in that, things would grow up really nice. Hi Jordan, we doing good things here? You're making great things. All your babies have been perfect. Hi dude, look at him. He's just going to town. Look at that. Think he's happy? I want a little bit of clover. I want a little bit of ryegrass. I want a little bit of, where's he gonna go next? Can't see what that is, but think he's happy? Think they're all happy? Absolutely. Wouldn't you be happy if you got to eat on this ice cream every day? But here's another example right here. This here, they probably ate down just a little bit too much for my liking. And that's okay because there's still, you know, a little bit, there's stuff to hold the soil together. It's not ate all the way down to the ground, okay? But in 4 days, this is gonna just jump and start coming back up, coming back up, coming back up to where, say we have a big rain or something, we're not gonna lose that soil. It's gonna stay right there. And all this does is capture rain, capture water, make the ground looser, make it better, make it softer, not compact, and then we have that grow up or better. But the whole key to this is moving the animals. The whole key to this is having a line look like this. You can totally tell. If I were to take out the electric fence post and move the cows off of here, you could totally tell where they were yesterday and where they were today. And that goes for the other paddocks as well. Look, this is where they were. This is yesterday. This is where they just moved off of, and look at all that clover seed going, you know, into the ground to grow up next year. This is where they were the day before that, and then on the other side of the fence, the day before that. But look at this. This is what you want. There's enough ground cover. Look, here's a weed. Here's a weed that they didn't trample. To where, you know what I can do? Just can come over here, break the stems, and next thing you know what? I'm not upset about this. Why? Because this is not going to go to seed. This is just more carbon that we're adding to the ground. But look, this right here, yes, I'm showing you a cow poop. But you know what? That right there is what's absolutely needed. You don't need chemical fertilizers. You don't need a spray. All you need is as natural of that as possible. Why? Because not thousands, but millions of years, millions and millions of years, going back to the dinosaurs, that is what makes the land fertile. That's what is needed. If you take animals off the land and you're missing that, all you're going to do is degrade, 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 degrade. You need animals on the land. So it's the animals that build up the soil. But on the flip side, it's also the animals with improper management that degrade it. So if you just keep your cows moving, if you keep your cows going and going and going and going and moving them and letting the land rest, letting the not putting on stuff to where the earthworms and the roly-polies aren't going to eat their manure, then over time you're going to get a farm that looks like this, or hopefully better than this, because we're still going for better. We're still going for better. And I want to show you guys this too. See this here? I don't ever have to trim tree branches around here. Why? Maybe this one's a little bit low, but we have something that will reach up and eat every single one of these leaves. See, look at this, all the bottom leaves all eaten, so I can walk almost underneath here without having to duck and not get a whole face full of leaves. Why? Thank you, llamas. So over time, after rotation after rotation, after season, year after year, decade by decade, our goal is just to keep adding small little layers of soil and have it build up, and give the plants, give the grass the best environment for it to grow. And that's what we're trying to do here. Look, just look at this. This is just crazy. And like this right here, the cows will eat. The cows will actually eat this. I don't know. I didn't think they normally would eat this, but hey, they're eating it. And if they eat it, I'm happy. But look how much is going on here. This is crazy. Look at all this veg. Look at all the clover. Look at all, man, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. I couldn't tell you what that is. Some sort of whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is because the cows like it. But we invite you to keep following along and seeing what we turn this place into and what this place is becoming. If you've been with us for a long time, I really appreciate it, and hopefully you guys can see the difference and it comes through on the video. But if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell so you get notified when we put up new videos. Hit the like button because it really does help. What it does is boost us up in the YouTube algorithm, and drop a comment if you like, alright? Till next time, see ya.